Hello, this is Romeo Cat Computers, and today I have a video about my telephone system and internet system and how it runs throughout the house, but mostly how the DSL connection gets split off and how the telephone line comes in. But over the previous few weekends, my dad and I have also been working on some different home networking stuff. For example, we've gotten rid of those cables that go up and down the stairs, and now they're in the walls. For example, here's one of them, and then with this television, we had a really thick bundle of cables running up the side, and so now we have a corresponding jack for each jack on the back of the television. Also, we have this old 1993 Dolby Pro Logic Sony surround sound system, and we have 5 speakers set up: center, left, right, and then the corresponding surround speakers. And so now I can play golf on the Wii in surround sound. So not many people can say that. So anyway, let me show you the tour of my telephone and DSL internet system. So first, the beginning of the telephone tour begins with this box. So this is where our main telephone signal comes in. It's got 2 wires. However, we do have DSL. So this basically splits it into 4 wires. So this first hatch is for customer only, and it is accessed using a regular plain old screwdriver. Oh, I think I lost the screw. Oh, no, here it is. So, yeah, you need a regular plain old screwdriver to get in. So anyway, oh, whatever, that comes back on. So, you got 1 line and 2 lines. So if you want a second line for fax or whatever you want, SwiftTel can come in and install one right here. So anyway, it splits the 2 main wires coming in into these 4 terminals. 2 of them are for regular telephone and 2 of them are for DSL internet. Now let's take a look on the second hatch. This is labeled as Telecommunications Company Access Only, and it requires one of these fancy things. I can't remember what the name of it is, but so once you open it up, here's the inside. So you can see right here, these 2 wires are the main line, I believe, that comes in straight from our local telephone box. So anyway, it might be. And then there's some other ones here. I don't know a whole lot about this, but just by observing it, this is what I can tell. So anyway, let's close that up. So you'll notice that there are 2 wires here. They're exactly the same. They're both telephone wires. Someone just happened to put 2 of them in because we have 2 jacks in the house. Now why they didn't just put a junction box on the inside, I don't know. I guess this is a lot easier somehow. But anyway, so these wires go to 2 places in the house. The first one goes here next to this bookshelf, which then connects to our telephone. And the second one goes here, down here in my dad's office. So anyway, this line right here is the telephone line you previously saw outside. And it comes into this little box. Now let me take this off. It's just empty. So it's got 2 jacks and 2 wires. Now you may think that one of the jacks goes to one wire and the other goes to the other wire. Well, it's not that simple. So first let's start with this telephone line. It comes in, and I don't know what these little things are. They might be surge protectors, but anyway, ignoring those, as I've stated previously, these have 4 wires in it, 2 for telephone and 2 for DSL. So the 2 for telephone go out and into this jack, which if you plug a telephone in, which I happen to have one here, but I can't easily do that one-handed. You can plug it in and pick it up, and it is a live telephone line. Now, they didn't use an RJ11 or whatever kind you would actually need for a telephone. They just used the standard Ethernet RJ45 jack, which I don't know why they did that, but I guess it happened to be most convenient. So anyway, this goes to the telephone line. But you're probably wondering, well, where's the DSL line go? Well, if you look down here, there's some red and white wire, or red and white wires, and blue and white wires. And the white goes with the corresponding color. Well, the blue wires actually go up through this cable, and this is a patch Ethernet cable with 8 little lines. And so that means that this goes into this jack, and then the DSL lines go through this wire out to the modem outside, which I will get to in a moment. And then they come all the way back. They go to the modem processes it, how a normal DSL modem would, and then it comes back here into this jack. So, let me show you the modem. I don't quite understand why they put it outside, but they did. So, this one can be accessed by just a plain flathead screwdriver. There is some more access, like with this screw, but I don't have a bit for it, so we're just not going to get in there. So anyway, here it is. See, it's got some indication lights right here. Similar to the telephone box, there are 2 lines in case you happen to have 2 telephone lines with DSL. Again, we only have one, and if Swiftel, or if you want another one, then you can get Swiftel to come install one. Now, unfortunately, even though this is weatherproof, a lot of ants have made this their home. So, yeah, that's a shame, but it doesn't affect any of the electronics. So anyway, this is our line. Now, as you can see, a moment ago, you would have seen how it would send the DSL signal up this cable. And here it is. It comes out here and goes into here, where it processes it, and then it sends the internet data back through here, through the same wire where this blue cable was sent up. So it's strange, because they're sending basically 2 separate signals through one cable. One for the DSL and one for the internet, which then goes back to the jack box. B flat chromatic scale. modem.